one of the reasons that I really thought it was possible that it could even happen. Like this is a female where female MCs wasn't really looked at in the right way back then.
Here tonight to get started, to go act ill or get retarded.
Remember that day, everybody pat me on the back. Well, listen, you know what? You still gonna be the best female rapper ever. You the best female rapper. You know, that's how we see it. You the best female. There ain't no girl better than you. You know, and that's when the title female rapper came out.
Gets us today into the topic at hand is who is your favorite female MC? And I like people right now to comment, leave a comment right now. And I like to hear your opinion on who you think the best female MC, in your opinion. Why this female MC you feel is your favorite. I also like to hear what you think they did for hip hop to make them relevant and make them important in the hip hop world and part of the hip hop culture. Now, we're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna give you my personal opinion on who my favorite female MC of all time. All time ever, in my personal opinion, and do my hip hop knowledge and research, make this female the best ever who did it. And I'm gonna dive right into it. I'm gonna say Roxanne Shante. And the reason why I'm gonna say her is because she was the most important part of the hip hop early stages. She started the golden age of hip hop. She wasn't just part of the golden age of hip hop. She started the golden age of hip hop. 83 to like 93, you want to be correct. I was lucky to be around and born in the golden age of hip hop, so I've seen it with my own eyes. I heard it with my own ears, her being great at what she did. She was a diss rapper, dissing people around the neighborhood and battling people, and she was only 14, folks, 14 years old. What female you know right now at 14 is taking heads off? I'm listening. But she wasn't just battling people her age, she was battling people twice her age. She was battling grown men that were scared to face this young little girl at the time. Her favorite thing was dissing. Freestyling and dissing everybody she could diss, male or female. And the bigger you were in the underground world, even in the record world, she came at your neck. You know, she became famous for, like I said, battling Sparky D, which was like a real popular underground artist at that time. They both went toe to toe, like on a friendly battle. Not like nowadays, people want to pull out a gun and people want to fight and take it all serious. All verbal, you know what I mean? Sparky D and them went at it. They had an album together as well, like was like a battle rap album. Yo, dudes, man, twice her age was scared to battle this young little girl. They would hear who it was and they'd be like, Roxanne Shante? Another reason why I think that Roxanne Shante is the best female MC of all time is because she was fearless. She was before her time. She was a woman child. You know how they say like a man child, he's a grown man in a young boy's body. That's who Shante was. She was you know, one of them sassy little girls, the ones like out of the crowd. You always had like that one sassy girl that always talked the mess, and she was like too grown for herself. That was Roxanne Shante. She became popular from dissing a real popular crew at that time, which was UTFO. They was real well known in the hip hop world. People my age and older would know who UTFO was. They had the song Roxanne, Roxanne, and it was about a female, you know, that didn't give them no play. They dissed her. So Marley Marl hooked up with Roxanne Shante, and they came up with Roxanne Revenge. Was I heard she did it, freestyled it, did it in his apartment, the projects while she was doing laundry. the original version, you know, was what we hear is not the original version. It was a lot of things cut out. It was a lot more cursing going on. But she dissed every member in the crew. It was 3 dudes. She dissed every single one of them and talked shit about every single one of them, was busting on them and all that shit, like classic hit. And then they made the song too. It wasn't specifically at a particular female, but it was a light-skinned joint out at the same time. Her name was Roxanne. Now Roxanne Shante, she took her middle name Shante and incorporated it, and she came up with Roxanne. But it was another Roxanne out, a Puerto Rican joint that called herself the real Roxanne. Her name was the real Roxanne, and she went at it with Roxanne Shante as well. Then, you know, Shante dissed UTFO. She had hits like "Have a Nice Day," and she also had "Gone Girl," and she had 2 albums out for people who don't know. And she went on that battle and shit, man, like crazy. Then in the 90s, you gotta look this up, go on YouTube, whatever you have to do. She had a joint where she dissed every female out during that particular time. I'm talking about she dissed the Roxanne, like she dissed it. She dissed MC Light, she dissed Queen Latifah, she dissed Yo-Yo. Everybody in the early 90s, man, it's called Big Mama. Check that joint out.
Calling off names. First up is Latifah. You roll up and I'ma smoke that ass like reefer. Cause you ain't never in like been a star to me. Sold the fuck out trying to go R&B. Now that shit is shady. You say ladies first, well I'm the first lady. And all y'all hoes are phony. Try to get flippin', I'ma rip you and your girl Mona. You're illegitimate, trying to get a little bit, and I'm about sick of that Moni in the middle shit. Your album cold garbage. Had one good jam, now you think you a star, bitch. Breaking your neck, trying to be in the limelight. We'll give you a mic and you can't even rhyme right. So get the fuck off the scene, cause I got an M16 that says Shiny's the queen. And all you bitches got your style from me. The capital SHANTE. Used to go to my show, analyze how the sound flow on the down low, fuck around, lay around. Bring it on. It's been a long time since you heard the voice of the #1 America. UK's choice, me, gone to the trip across the seas to find me, Shante, the queen of MCs. Now that you know exactly who I be, the ROXANNE, that's more Shante, and I don't play. I hold it down overseas or around the way. Whether I speak English, probably lose on say, people just can't help but love Shante. And what's going on, Econ? You told me put you on, so baby, you're on.
Roxanne Shante, she had one of the illest flows ever. And she had one of the rawest deliveries ever. Like her delivery was sick, man, like sick and out of this world. That's what stood out and made it unique. And when she came out, 15 years old, man, a lot of that stuff she was doing was all top of the head, freestyle. When she got older, you know, people may follow her and know about her. They say, well, Big Daddy Kane and Cool G Rap wrote a lot of lyrics, her later lyrics. But you gotta think about it, like Eazy-E, perfect example. Everybody known that Q wrote a lot of Eazy-E lyrics. But what stood Eazy-E out, he wasn't known as one of the greatest MCs from his lyrics. It was from his delivery and his flow. Eazy had a unique voice and unique flow like no other. Just like Roxanne Shante, her delivery, she had that little girl voice even to the day, but her shit was raw, man, real, super raw. And the Roxanne Shante, when she dissed UTFO, that spawned the Roxanne Wars. Look it up. Go online, go on YouTube, go on Google search, but definitely go on YouTube because you can see actual videos of real live footage and other people giving a perspective of what was going on during that time. And that spawned a lot of songs, man. A lot, like close to 100. I would say like 80 I heard. That was like different songs that diss Roxanne personally, certain songs that diss UTFO, certain songs that diss both of them. It was one particular song that somebody came out and tried to say Roxanne Shante was a boy and that she was dressing up to be a girl. And she responded back to many as she could respond back to.
Response records.
Everywhere I went, there was somebody answering the Roxanne answer. And when I'm telling you that there was over 55 response records, we're talking records that were actually played. You'll never have another Roxanne phenomenon again.
Given the sheer amount of track.
And then Roxanne Shante was part of the illest crew ever. It was called the Juice Crew. And she had the illest spitters in the game at that time. I'm talking about the illest dudes. Like, I'm just going to name a few. Big Daddy Kane, Cool G Rap, Master 8. So this was before Little Kim was with Junior Mafia. This was before Foxy Brown was with The Firm. This was before Remy Ma was with Terror Squad. This was before Rod Diggers was with Flip Mode Squad. Roxanne was the first one that had this crew, man, with the biggest spitters. Biz Markie definitely was in there as well. MC Shan as well. You know, the only female member of this crew. And they wasn't the first Juice Crew, believe it or not. And they was a dude by Mr. Magic. I'm going way back for the old school heads out here. That was Mr. Magic's crew. And the original Juice Crew wasn't the people I just named. They was like way different crew. You had to have a ring and everything when you became a member and all that stuff. So they was like the second, crew. So they called them the Juice Crew All-Stars. That's what they originally, this crew with Shantae and them, they was called the Juice Crew All-Stars. Just some hip-hop trivia for you. They was the template of the MCs of the 90s. So you hear the Nas's, the Jay-Z's, the Biggies. They was their favorite rappers. Those was the ones they got the inspiration from. Wasn't from them dudes, you wouldn't have heard Nas style, you wouldn't have heard Jay-Z style, you wouldn't have heard Capone Noriega, you wouldn't have heard Mobb Deep, you wouldn't have heard none of them groups that came out wasn't for them. Back in the early 2000s, you had super groups like MCs that got together and they did a whole album. They was more of a crew. They just did that one song and then they had separate songs on the first album. This crew was they was the best MCs on the planet at that time. Shantae, she didn't do the symphony with them because she didn't want to be considered the only female rapper on a track with a bunch of guys. And that's understandable, but it would have been dope.
And add the wackest rhyme. Wacky voice, which I really should say is wacky. Some people say it's whack, but it's not. It's just cracky. This is how I do it. Some people just can't hack it. If it's cold outside, then go on and put on a jacket. But now I'm here to tell you, and we know this for a fact. This record's just like crack. You know what it is? It's whack.
No record labels would give Shantae a chance because of her reputation. But it was one, Pop Art, from Philly. Yes, Philly had to help put Shantae out at that time. We ain't give a fuck. And then there was the famous battle between Juice Crew and BDP, KRS-One and his crew. And that was like the biggest beef in hip hop, the first biggest beef in hip hop. On the friendly side of things, even talked to about this day. And all the people my age and older that's fans of the hip hop and hip hop junkies, y'all know about that beef. But I'm gonna refresh your memory and then tell people about it who don't know about it. So it all started when KRS-One, he wanted to be down with the Juice Crew and he got dissed. So back in the day, it was this DJ named Mr. Magic. And Mr. Magic was a disc jockey on the radio. He was the one that played hip hop back in the day and got your records